And what a better welcome back than that, setting the tone for what we're going to talk about, the launch of the Christmas Kettle Appeal. And there on the sax, we had Major Jonathan Kelman, who is the district commander for the Salvation Army. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, are you out of breath? Oh, okay. I would have assumed. We have with us as well Michael Berry from Bravo Motors. And that's because there's a very unique partnership here that takes place every year, right?
Of course.
But good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. Good morning.
Let me give my full disclosure. I typically am very much against talking about Christmas until after Garifuna Settlement Day. But for this cause, the Salvation Army, we will definitely make an exception, right?
Good. That's a good exception.
Yes. But it is such it's an important fundraiser. And I think that one that we see around all the time that we just don't realize how important it is to kind of help out. So let's start there.
Yes, well, we have been doing this now for several years, really.
Yeah.
And as you said, it has become pretty much commonplace.
Yeah.
And just last week I was at a function and somebody said, okay, now your busy time is coming up because people are aware, they look forward to it.
Yeah.
And especially at this time, we have this slogan that says, need has no season. But of course, especially at this time, somehow there's this air of expectancy and hope. And when you look around, you say, okay, I really want to do something more than what I do really during the year. And hearts are tended towards giving. Hearts are also tended towards receive. And there's a facade really that people have. You really don't know what's happening on the inside, and need is really always there. And so we get this opportunity to really come close and touch hearts. And we really look forward to the opportunity, and we thank the public for all they have done in the years gone by.
Yeah.
So maybe we can also talk a little bit about, what sort of work, the Salvation Army does do in terms, especially at this time of year, and sort of the programs that, are the ongoing, in terms of the ways that you assist, people in need.
Okay. Well, first of all, the Salvation Army is a church, but with a social arm. And this is what mainly people will probably know us. We come like a tree, with the church being the trunk, and then the other parts being the branches, and people will come to us through a different branch. So we have the primary school on Cemetery Road, and over 142 students there. Some fine products have come from that school. It's still going on now, and there's a feeding program attached to the school because we know that they are needs and we want to keep them with good nutrition. So we work on that also. There are a few sponsors that help with that program, but pretty much we fund it. And there's also two large food pantries that we run. There's also the Raymond Parks Night Shelter and the Gans Restaurant. There's a thrift store for recycled goods. But even though we may sell some of these goods at a low price, we also really cater for people that are affected by flood and fire and these kind of things. So therefore, it would be a giving and not a sale. We use the proceeds from any sale towards actually recycling it back into funding the projects, because the project's grown really throughout the whole year. So, but coming into Christmas now, we focus more on the children's dinner, which over the years has catered for about 600 to 700 children.
It's a big lunch.
Yes, it's a big event, helped by people like Belize and a number of other smaller entities. But we also have distribution for children, which Mr. Barry will talk about, the toy drive. But we don't only deal with the children at the Christmas dinner. There's over 1,400 children really encompassing in the gifts. And there's also the Christmas hamper distribution, which caters for over 1,400 families.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yes. In addition, we will go to the hospital and rest homes. Also, it's a big, really, effort at this time.
And your Kettle Appeal is a part of your fundraising efforts.
Yes.
Yeah. So how much of what is collected from the Kettle Appeal, how much does that help to sustain? Is it just for your Christmas donations? Is it year round? What?
Well, it wouldn't really cover the year-long stuff, but we use mainly the Christmas kettle to do a lot of the stuff that we do at Christmas.
Yeah.
There's a mail appeal, and some people will get letters in the mail. We use that towards Christmas also if funds come in time, but then that helps with the ongoing programs throughout the year. But mainly the kettles is for
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah. And Michael, the partnership between Bravo and Salvation Army has been an integral one in terms of looking at collection of items for the children, right? Talk to me about that.
Actually, Bravo Motor has been partnering with Salvation Army for as long as I've been there, over 20. I've been there 17, and it's been there about 25
Wow,
years. So we've been in this thing for a long while.
Yeah.
And what we do is act as the vehicle behind this whole operation. We would put out the barrels. We have our staff go out and check the barrels, sort out the toys, and we're also present at the dinner and giving out the toys. So we look
So you're
forward
Santa
to it.
helpers.
Pretty much. This year we've been asked to be Santa as well, so we're working on that part of it. We have one of our employees
Santa provide the present.
we have one of our employees that is going to be doing that part of it, but we look forward to it. Every year is something that we see the need for in Belize. The children are the assets of the future, and we need to make sure that they're well taken care of. And Bravo has been doing that, like I said, for many years, and we continue to work hand in hand with them as we go through this process. And we ask heavily for the donations to come out. The reason why we're doing it so early this year is to make sure we have enough toys. We would like to have a lot more toys. We could have a lot more kids. And also, it's not only in Belize City, they will also do the out district ones as well. So we have to take that into consideration. It's not only for the kids in Belize, it's going to go out district. So that's another couple thousand toys that we need there. And we also like to thank the sponsors that have the barrels in the location. A&R does it every year for us. Mirab Road is. So we really like to appreciate their time that they use to help us in getting this done every year.
It's right there in the store. So when you see when you walk in, you just think to yourself, I pick up an extra toy and I'll leave it in that barrel when I'm done.
And also,
after I've paid for it.
Of course. Also, if you have a toy at home, you could still donate it. If it's in good condition, you give us a call at the office and we will go out to your location, pick it up. So it's an easy process, and it's for our cause, at the end of the day, it's for the kids.
And over the years that you've been doing this program, what do you find the response and the level of support has been from the public and from other businesses?
Honestly, a couple of years ago, I was selling Major back in 10, 15 years ago, it was Salvation Army doing it. Now there's a lot of different businesses and NGOs and stuff doing it, but we're hanging in there. We make it work every year. So like I said, we continue to ask for the support. At one point you probably needed help. Now you're at the position that you can assist somebody else and help out somebody. So we look forward to it. We're asking to buy a toy. You could find something very nice, reasonable price, and put it in the barrel. It'll go a long way at the end of the day.
And you have no idea the difference it makes. I think it's key to say that. The thing is, a lot of people want to help. And so there are a lot of people who are going to be asking for donations and toys and monetary donation as well. And so I think people will need to be selective about where they'll give or split the proceeds between everyone. All giving heart, and that's great. And for the people who are helping, that's great as well. But I think personally, I've seen the distribution of gifts from the Salvation Army, and I know you go through the schools to get the children that the school is verified are most deserving, right? Tell me a bit about that, about the children who benefit.
Yes, I myself went to deliver the letters and speaking to the principals, and so they were quite happy to receive the invitation again this year. We select 30. We give each school 30 tickets, and they screen them. They know the children pretty well. They know the children, So we trust them. and we look forward to that collaboration. One thing this year, it will not just be at the dinner, which is December the 6th. It will not just be just coming and eating. 8 schools have my wife come up with this idea this year. So 8 schools will be coming early that will be participating. They will be designing and putting together a Christmas tree out of recycled goods in 8 sections of the building at Holy Redeemer Hall. So this year is a kind of like an education participation along with the thing, because we're looking at really preserving the environment and really keeping it. So this year we're doing like a entertainment and a teaching at the same time. But the schools are now busy working. We're looking forward to see what they
come up with. Okay. And so we're looking at the Christmas, the children's Christmas dinner on the 6th of December. So that means that you're going to be collecting toys from now.
Yep. The barrels are set to go out by the ending of this week. So they're going to be at all the different locations. And like I said before, if you have it at home and you don't have time to come out, give us a call at 222-4990 at the Bravo Motors office, and I'll arrange to have them picked up at your home, your workplace, just to make it easy for the kids.
Yes. How else can people assist you in the work that you do?
Well, we have actually volunteers that come throughout the year. There are some children that need to do community service. They come to the Raymond Parks Night Shelter. They can go to the Gans as well. But the
what's the difference between the two?
Well, Raymond Parks is for men and the Gans is for women. They can also come to the office. We have some work sometimes that they can help with. I mean, like administrative stuff. Yeah. So it's a good opportunity for them to practice office processing, Word, Excel, this kind of thing, PowerPoint. And throughout the year, we have volunteers that help us with packing of food hampers and these things, sorting of clothes at the thrift store. And basically, sometimes we have people in the restaurants that just need a person to come alongside them and talk and give comfort. So any person with some free time that, a good repute, we use them also.
Yeah, missing out one more. In our meeting that we had earlier this week, his wife was asking for people to donate an hour to ring in the bell for the Kettle appeal. So we're still looking for people to volunteer at least an hour and half an hour to go out there and ring that bell.
I think people think that it is members of the church mostly who do it, but it's volunteering. Like people literally volunteer their time to sit there and ring the bell.
Yeah, so we're gonna have 2 service. We call it service days. Taking the idea of like service club, but really any organization, you can decide to put together a team and you come out there. The 2 days will be November the 23rd and December the 14th. These are, you can call us, make an arrangement, and we'll give you the location, and then we'll be out. We'll see you out there. We'll set you up. So people can decide. Okay, between the shift, a person can come from the office and do an hour. Another person take over until we fill it. So these 2 service days, November the 23rd. Thanks for reminding me. and December the 14th.
I'm trying to book November the 23rd.
Hey, I put in my time before, and I also I go downtown in front of Hofius, but that's one of the popular ones when people walk by. But the thing is, I was going to suggest teams are a good idea because you don't realize ringing this bell actually gets tiring. You get like a little it's a little tiring. So teams are a good idea, but you need people to be out there to ring the bell so that you can keep on drawing attention to the appeal, right?
Yes, we have also spoken to some schools, and we already have some schools lined up to come and in teams to work with the Kettle. We show them a little training or exposure to what the Kettle is all about, and they catch the vision of it, and they decide to participate, and they give really a good support.
And is there training in terms of how to ring the bell?
Yes.
I don't know, you're the music man. Is there a particular tune that makes people feel more giving?
But sometimes on the Kettle I go and play music.
Let me see.
From time to time.
If you can teach me, then that means you're a great teacher.
To be honest, we train them in like dressing and the approach, because sometimes you could get discouraged if you keep asking and people say no, or they say other things. So we teach them to be more positive and keep motivated. So we had that actually last night with most of the volunteers.
And you can't sit there quietly either, because the ringing bell kind of becomes part of the background noise of Christmas hustle and bustle.
Yeah, I myself really don't ring the bell too much, but I try to engage people with conversation and so just remind them, you know, we are here. And once you say that, okay, we'll go.
All right, so it's not appropriate to just say, give me $1 when they walk by.
No, we don't really encourage that at all.
No, we'll say, give me 10.
Yeah. No, you just give with your heart.
Yes.
I like that. I like that. And the funds that you get from the Kettle Appeal, that goes towards some of your Christmas initiatives.
Yes. So basically, we would say about 88 to 92% of the funds really immediately goes towards Christmas. The other stuff we have other expenses because of Christmas, like printing and mail and that stuff that we have to deal with. But basically, because the Kettle money keeps coming in at that time, we can channel it right away in terms of purchasing the items for the food hampers. And it's over almost 900 food hampers. So it's a big undertaking, really, and we purchase everything. So because we want to ensure consistency. And so really the staples, they cost a lot. So right away it comes in, it goes out.
And I think, it's important to underscore that, because I think a lot of people may think, if they're passing by, they may think, oh, well, $1 or this is not going to make any difference. But, it builds and it does.
Add up.
Exactly, and it does support these, initiatives, which are really important for a lot of people, especially around this time of year.
Yeah, because some people think, some people give a $5 or $2 or something, and some people give a shilling. And some people think, this. But when we start to count it together,
you add it up.
Adds up.
Yeah. So we will appreciate everything that the public will give. And I think because we start in November and it goes right up to Christmas Eve, it doesn't matter if people give a shilling every day, because it
adds up.
Yeah.
All right, so the barrels are going out this week, and the Kettle.
The Kettle is launching on Thursday morning, right in front of Scotia Bank on Albert Street at 9 a.m.
All right, so people can look out for it, right?
Yes. On November 14th will be registration in different locations for the food hampers, and the food hamper distribution is December the 19th.
So you have to register if you want to get a hamper?
Yeah, because we want to make sure that we interview the clients and make sure that we really get into the ones that most need.
Because you can't give everybody. Yeah, that's understandable. And the caroling, that doesn't happen anymore?
This year we plan to have a return to the caroling. So we will be in some areas.
I saw you playing the saxophone. I kept thinking to myself, man, I remember the days you used to go around and do that.
Yes, so we're looking forward. A number of members asked me about that, and people of the public. So we're looking forward to, once we work out the timetable with the Kettle workers, we can have some free time to pass through the neighborhoods and spread some Christmas cheer.
All right.
So that's the reason why we need volunteers
to play the saxophone. That'd be terrible.
To ring the bell. So Major can be out there playing his saxophone.
You gotta give the bell a try, guys. See, he's more musically inclined. He'll make music.
Trying to get the rhythm.
All right, maybe we'll test you after the break. But we do want to remind you, it's important that people know where these donations are going and why it's important. So we appreciate you coming in and telling us all about it.
Yes.
And if you want to donate toys for, I think it's a couple thousands that you need.
We need.
Because just at the dinner alone, it will be 700. But then we go out to Cayo, we go to Masco.
So quite a bit of toys that are necessary. You can contact Bravo or Salvation Army to get those toys, or find the barrel at A&R, Marab and Brody's.
That's right.
And of course, look out for the kettles and give what you can, and you're able to help some people have a better Christmas this year. Thank you for coming in and telling us all about it, and best of luck.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take our final break, and when we come back, we'll have our wrap-up, so stay tuned.